I think they finally figured out the perfect way to run events in NHL 26. Now, before we get into the Beast Mode event and all of the great things that have come from this event, we need to recap the Faceoff event that just ended, and I was able to add Sidney Crosby's Master Set player item to my team. I stated in the last video that he was kind of the key piece from this event, because no matter what comes out, there are going to be options that allow him to get a +6 overall boost to his line, regardless if you're using it now, but he was going to allow some flexibility down the line for the rest of Season 1 if some more cards come out that allow you to make a +6 overall. However, I want to highlight the fact that in 24 Hut Champs and ranked games, he's more than a point per game player for me, and he has 15 goals and a +17. Those are absolutely insane numbers when you consider online play. So even at 89 overall, not at the +6, he's been phenomenal for me. He just scores. I have no other way else to describe it. Now, in week 1 of the Face-Off event, I went ahead and I made Quentin Byfield. I just felt that regardless of what line combos come up, he's just a fantastic card at 6'5" and 92 speed. However, when you pair him with Crosby and an American, he gets up to 95 speed, 93 excel. One of the better cards that I've used this year. Super stoked that I was able to get this card and add him to my team. And the final piece of my +3 line here with Crosby and Byfield was we found a home for Tage Thompson's Team of the Week card. Getting him to 93 speed, 92 acceleration with All-Star Quick Release has been phenomenal. He's 6'6", he's massive, and 93 speed on this card just feels like it's almost overpowered. There are going to be better options for sure that come down the line, but as it stands right now, this Tage Thompson card is incredible. Now, I talked about when the big content drop came that had Gartner, Lindros, as well as the captain Connor McDavid, that I've rushed out and I made Connor McDavid's captain card, and I didn't realize that I wasn't going to be able to activate it because I didn't have enough Pacific Division players in my lineup. The events that dropped and the cards that I went after just didn't facilitate that. So I was using his base card. However, I made the switch because in the latest patch, it allowed us to add multiple captain cards to our lineup, which was pretty big. I was running Miro Heiskanen, and I still wasn't able to activate the Central Division captain chemistry, but trading in Heiskanen for Roman Josi to go with Cale Makar, or another combo that we'll talk about in just a little bit, just felt like the right move in terms of progression. Miro Heiskanen's card is fantastic, but Roman Josi gets up to 88 speed and excel, and he's just been a very good card for me, especially if you've made the rookie Cale Makar, because Cale Makar now gets up to 93 speed, 93 excel. I was trying all of the other chase cards that came out, like that Guriev card, things like that, and Roman Josi just made things very simple from a line combo standpoint. Now, the last part I want to talk about from the Face-Off event was that I was telling you guys that I was going to use all of my collectibles on the account-bound items that came out with the 85 overall set, something that I had never recommended you guys do ever since the account-bound sets became a thing. However, in the Face-Off event, because there were so many +3 options in terms of overall boost, all of the 85s felt safe, and I lucked out by getting the 85 overall Brendan Montour, who might have been one of the better options outside of Matthew Nyes, for example. But Brendan Montour, when paired with Paul Coffey, gets up to 91 speed, 89 excel, 90 defensive awareness. But more importantly, it's a great option to go beside Paul Coffey, who has 97 speed now, one of the best cards in the game. Elite Wheels allows him to utilize it. It's almost like a cheat code if you go end-to-end with Paul Coffey. He's been phenomenal, one of my favorite cards to use all year, and I found a perfect combination of players to go with him. But now we need to talk about the implications of the Beast Mode event that just came out, because now they've given us a buildable Nathan MacKinnon at 86 overall, meaning he's got 92 speed, 92 excel, Elite Wheels, just one of the best cards that we can actively build right now. On top of that, we've got a fantastic Nikita Kucherov. This Travis Sanheim is unreal and another very strong option. Hell, even the goaltender option in Jake Ottinger is pretty interesting. Our final from week 1 is Jeremy Lozon, and I'm going to talk about him as well. Now, that isn't even the biggest part of this event drop. They released a ton of line combinations that right off the rip give us multiple ways to get a +6 overall boost to multiple lines, including that Nathan MacKinnon and Nikita Kucherov. But the star of this event drop, and in my opinion, the perfect way to run events with the line combo system for NHL 26, is the fact that we've got upgradable Master Set player items from 81 to 86 overall that we can upgrade via tokens that we can make by cashing in our collection. but we've had upgradable cards in the past. How is this any better than that? I'm glad you asked. Here is why I think this might be the best, most optimal way to run events in this game, and one of the best ways to run an event, period, that we've had in Hockey Ultimate Team. As you can see, I've gone ahead and I've made Nikita Kucherov and Nathan MacKinnon. I've also gone ahead and paired them with a San Jose Shark and an American with my boy Will Smith, giving them a +6 overall boost. Now at 81 overall, suddenly Nathan MacKinnon's 81 overall card jumps up to 87 overall, meaning that just making the baseline Master Set card is more than usable when you combine them with other options that allow them to boost up to +6 overall. We're still not at the best part of this event. To upgrade these cards, like I said, it will require Hut Beast mode tokens. Now, I've gone ahead and I've made a few of these tokens to upgrade either MacKinnon or Kucherov. I'm going Nathan MacKinnon first. He is my centerman on this line. So I've gone ahead and I've used 6 of my Hut Beast mode tokens that I've made to get him to tier 4, boosting him up to 90 overall, giving him 96 speed, 96 excel. His shot now is all in the 90s. Same with his hand stats, and his face-off rating is now 90 overall. He's got wheels to go with it. Phenomenal card, and he's not even maxed out yet. This, hopefully, is the future of events. In the past, if you were to go refund whatever method you used to upgrade your cards, you would get half of those resources back. Now, I cashed in 6 tokens to get him up to tier 4. If we go ahead and refund everything back down to his 81 overall card, you're going to notice we get all of our tokens back. As you can see in my inbox, if I go to my inbox now, I've got all 6 of the Beast Mode tokens that I had just used to upgrade Nathan MacKinnon. Now, for anyone not realizing, let me explain why this is so monumental. One of the new line combos that is going to be less used would be the Utah Mammoth with a Beast Mode card and an Avalanche, and you could also pair it with a American, Tampa Bay Lightning, and a Beast Mode card. So, for example, that'd be Nathan MacKinnon and Nikita Kucherov. We would have to get an American-born Utah Mammoth. Now, if you went back to the marquee event, one of the least made Master Set player items from that event, by far, was the 85 Clayton Keller from the Utah Mammoth. There was people out there that made him, sure, but he clearly wasn't the most sought after. A pretty good card, but mostly an afterthought. Now imagine if the marquee event worked like the Beast Mode event, and you made the 80 overall Clayton Keller just for a rainy day. That means that if you had the Kirill Marchenko already powered up, doesn't really fit any line combos other than the triple marquee line, if the marquee event was under the same format as the Beast Mode event, you could downgrade your Kirill Marchenko at no loss in collectibles and throw them into that 80 overall Clayton Keller, boosting him all the way up for no cost other than just having made the lowest overall of that Master Set player item. I would have never come up with this, and I hope that this is not a one-off thing where they just throw random stuff and events work randomly, and some of it's good, some of it's bad. I truthfully hope that this is the future of events, because with the line combo system where our teams will change like that every week seemingly when they add these crazy new line combos in, if we can go ahead and have all of these options that we can pick and choose who to upgrade, they've nailed it. Now, the final piece to this, why I think it is incredible, is simply the salary cap implications. When you upgrade these Master Set player items, you will add $1 million to the salary cap. Now imagine a situation where you can't fit in the $7 million Nathan MacKinnon, but you could fit the $6 million 85 overall for 1 less overall to all of your attributes. It allows you so much more flexibility at any time throughout the game. It makes any of the Master Set player items useful for future events. In February, if we get a plus 20 million to the salary cap and 15 ability points and 7 overall for using a Vegas Golden Knight defenseman, Jeremy Lauzon might not have made it your team. He might have been sitting in your collection for the last 3 months. All of a sudden, you could power down Kucherov, throw it into Lauzon, and you've got one of the best line combos, all because you had those cards sitting available to you with this format that they have come up with. So I do want to touch on what I did so far, and that was go into the Beast Mode sets, go to the tokens, and I made as many of these tokens as possible. If you were able to make 30 tokens it's going to allow you to have 2 Master Set player items from this event active at any time. So I'm going to do whatever I need to get 30 tokens so that I can have 2 Master Set player items available, regardless if it's just Kucherov and McKinnon, but at least that allows me to change my lineup and have some flexibility when the new line combos come out with Season 2. Now, the last thing I want to touch on is salary cap and my defense, because things are going to change a lot here with my team as well. As you can see, I'm still not able to activate a captain bonus because I'm 1 short on the Central and Pacific, which is extremely frustrating, but that's fine. It will work itself out. The interesting part here that I'm really going to try for is that Cale Makar can also get a +2 boost when paired with a Philadelphia Flyer. And it just so happens that they finally released a top-end card with elite quick pick, something that I have been dying to try out. Travis Sanheim, 6'4", 222, is an incredible build for a defenseman. On top of that, his skating isn't completely awful, especially when you consider that he's going to get +2 overall when paired with Makar, up to 89 speed and excel. But the bigger part about Sanheim is that he has elite quick pick. I've talked about this a ton, that this ability works. Whenever you try to force a pass through someone with quick pick, they will knock it down. It doesn't matter if it's got the most sauce that you could muster, they will find a way to knock it down. And cross-ice passes right through the crease are rampant again, just like every year. I'm really trying to get this Travis Sanheim. He also comes with truculence, which is just hilarious because that is the perfect combo in my opinion. Now, when it comes to building these Master Set player items at 81 overall, I just talked about how advantageous it is to build these specifically. They're also not very expensive. It costs 378s and 379s, and buying these cards in the auction house is hilarious. You can make insane bank. But if you just cash in all of your cards you get throughout the week by throwing them in the player exchange sets and getting as many 78 to 79 overall cards as you can, this will allow you to slowly build all of these Master Set player items. And like I said, guys, this might be the only event that operates like this, but I guarantee you in the future, they're going to come out with something where all of these cards are going to be important at different times throughout the year. Now, because I'm going to try and pair Sanheim with Cale Makar, that leaves Roman Josi, who's going to have to slide down here, and I'm going to lose my 6 million salary cap boost for having Morrissey and Blankenberg combined. I'm also overriding the Canadian Nashville Predator boost for +2 overall for the Cale Makar and Josi line. So this line is really just giving me salary cap relief, but my goal here is to move Josi down to my 3rd pair, and if you pair him with a Boston Bruin, you can get a +4 ability point boost. And just as important, 5 million to the salary cap, which offsets the 6 million I'm going to lose by replacing these two. And a very expensive option would be Charlie McAvoy's captain card. There's probably going to be some other Bruins that come up, but this one just looks like a perfect fit. So that'll be something that I chase after on top of everything else that I'm trying to go for. Now, it's been a while since I've talked about like my flow of gameplay throughout the week and what I'm actually doing to acquire cards and things like that. It has drastically changed since my subathon ended because now I play the game a lot like most hardcore, semi-hardcore casual players where I'm just playing on stream a couple hours a day. And I'll be honest with you, I am feeling the crunch when it comes to the ranked ladder. It has been a while since I have earned a ranked reward, and it's probably going to be even longer until I get to Platinum 2. It might not even happen this season before it all resets when Season 2 comes out, and I'm praying they do something to fix these ranked rewards. So, as it stands right now, here is what I'm doing. I am completing all of the moments that I can, including Team of the Week. And again, the reason for it, specifically with this event that just came out, is that 77s, as well as 79 overall player items, those can go into exchanges or right into the sets to make the Master Set player items from this event. This Larkin that just came out as well is also a phenomenal card. Like, Larkin's 86 has 92 speed, 93 excel already, and 91 faceoffs with edges and wheels. It's an incredible card, but there's so much else going on, and I already have Tage Thompson. However, if I throw Larkin in to replace Tage Thompson on that line with Sidney Crosby and Byfield, he's got 95 speed, 96 excel, and it might just be too much to overlook. This is going to be a last-second decision by me if I'm going to make him or not. Even if I don't have a line combo for him in the future, his skating alone right now at base is so good. Now, on top of moments, I've talked about this a lot. The Team of the Week objectives are something that everyone should be completing, especially now. So by doing so, you will get a choice pack of 83 overall items, and the 83s go into everything right now. They're very, very sought after, including the set to make Dylan Larkin if you wanted to. You'll need 83 overall items. However, more importantly, there are some 83 overall items that are simply insane when it comes to line combinations. And because you can get any 83 overall item in that choice pack, I believe there are 13 options currently, you might end up with the ability to select Spencer Knight, who can be paired with a beast mode goaltender like Swayman or the 81 Ottinger, and you'll get a massive +3 boost to your overall as well as some ability point relief as well. Nick Schmaltz is 83, American-born Utah Mammoth. He can fit a +6 overall boost right now, and you could get him in that choice pack. So I've talked about this all year. I've just made a Team of the Week, an event item lineup that allows me to hammer out the Team of the Week objectives very quickly. I'd recommend everyone do this so that you can finish that objective list pretty quickly. The other way I'm playing the game is just Hut Champs. It allows me at least every week to get a guaranteed pack. And for the Hut Champs collectibles that I've gotten, I just do the Hut Champs Mega Pack for 12 collectibles. It's been pretty decent for me, and they're all tradable, so that's all I've been doing. At least it guarantees me some weekly rewards. When it comes to Cup Chase, I'm not doing any Cup Chase runs. However, this event might actually make me do it because of how many cards you just need. Again, because 79s and 78s are useful to just making the MSPs, you're going to get a lot of those from Cup Chase rewards. But on top of that, the 82s, and if you are able to pull an 83, those can go into the token sets, and those are very expensive. But as you can see, if you can get to 30 tokens, you've got 2 Master Set player items that you can change in and out for the rest of the year. So again, very important in my opinion. So throughout the week, I am going to grind and try and make as many of these tokens as I possibly can. And if you wanted to, I'd recommend just waiting for week 2 because there's no rush to make the week 1 Master Set players as there is a 2-week timer. That'll do it for this episode of No Money Spent. Let me know in the comment section down below your favorite line combo that you're using in NHL 26.